Hi everybody, it's Chrissi Kelly again here from Absent to talk to you today about smell training. So I'm online and today is day 16 of our 1 month long daily smell training event. So it's lovely to see you. I hope that you have joined us on all the other days. If not, you can scroll down in the feed to find the previous days. You can also find all of these videos on YouTube. So hi to everyone who's waving at me right now. Let's get down to work and get this smell training done, and we can chat in between about some other things that I think you might like to know. Right, so I'm going to start today with bergamot, and I'm going to take off the lid. And for those of you who are new, I'm just going to take some little bunny sniffs. So I'm not taking in a whole lot of air, just a little bit. And then I'm going to pause in between. Hi, Rosanna. While you're doing it, you're trying to concentrate on what it is that you're smelling and hopefully bring up any memories that you might have that have to do with that smell. Now, it's been raised a couple of times. I just did an event on the weekend. People say, well, what happens if you can't remember the smell? In that case, it doesn't really matter. Just focus on whatever your experience is, and even if it's just a little bit of a tiny sensation that you're getting when you smell, and by that I mean a sensation of smell, then just focus on that and try and explore it in your own mind. Good, that's number one done. Now, I'm moving on to orange. Now we all have oranges in the house. In fact, you can see some in my fruit bowl back there. I wouldn't want to have to open an orange every time I did smell training, which is why the kit is quite helpful, but that doesn't mean that you can't be mindful of eating an orange and having a little sniff of the peel. Might look a little bit funny, but we don't really care about that. I want you to know that when you smell train, it doesn't really matter what you are smell training with. A lot of people want to know what are the best kinds of essential oils, what works best, do they need to be organic, all that kind of thing. The answer to all those questions is it doesn't matter. The main thing is that there is a smell for your brain to work with. And that is the most important message that I have for you today, is that it's not about what you smell, but about what your brain does with the practice. And for the person who's just asked about parosmia, and if you are perceiving that smell as incorrect, that doesn't matter. You should persist with the smell training anyway. A lot of people are worried that if they smell train and they've got bad parosmia, they're going to relearn the smell in a bad way, but it's not like that. You are not relearning smells. What you're doing is engaging your brain to fire up that engine for smell and get it back to health. So you are exercising the whole of the olfactory tract when you sniff and then concentrate on what you're doing. We have some videos about that in the Absent YouTube library. And if I could recommend one to you, I would say go to the library and look for Jonas Olofsson. Now, Jonas happens to be the researcher with whom we are collaborating for this daily online smell training event. He's got a smell training app at smelltrainingapp.com. And the researchers that he works with, they're looking at the way people behave when they smell train. So how long are they staying with it? Do they give up early? And obviously no shame if you do give it up early. They really want to know everything about what's going on when you smell train. So that's a really valuable thing that you can add to. It will be good for you to smell train, but it will also be good for anyone that comes after you, so that they know more about smell training. But to go back to the YouTube library, we've got 2 really interesting interviews with Jonas Olofsson in which he talks about this very thing of being able to visualize smells in our mind, smell memories, and so on. So do check that out. Right, where was I? I've done orange. I'm now moving on to rosemary. And rosemary, of course, has quite a bit of trigeminal going on there, so it gives you that kind of cooling, tingling thing that you get with Vicks. That's not smell, that is a sensation in the truest sense, so that comes from the trigeminal nerve. So that's neither good nor bad, that's just part of some smells. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Chloe. Someone's asked if there's hope to be cured from parosmia after 2 years. We are still seeing people recover from the very beginning of the pandemic. Parosmia, as a result of COVID, is proving a very stubborn thing, but people are recovering from it, so you just need to stick with it. And as I was saying earlier, when someone asked about parosmia and smell training will lift your perception of smell and will assist the recovery process of your sense of smell. So the one paper that we've seen on that from Aytu Altındağ in Turkey has shown that smell training and parosmia, it's a good thing for people with parosmia. So do persist. Right, so I'm getting back to the rosemary and I'm talking too much. I hope you are smell training with me. Really concentrating as I go. And now I'm on to the last one, which is eucalyptus. Again, like rosemary, it's quite trigeminal, so you get a real blast. And for me, it's that real kind of, when you've got a cold, if you're using Tiger Balm or Vicks or Olbas oil. And then some nice normal breaths in between. So lids back on. That was it for today. Before I go, I was going to suggest that anyone who is joining me right now, well, of course, I was going to suggest that you go to the smelltrainingapp.com and put in your details for today. But after you've done that, how about you take a selfie of yourself smell training and you tag us? We're trying to engage as many people as we can with smell training. And also, if you've got friends who've lost their sense of smell, do please tell them about us. You can find us all over social media, and of course we have our website, absent.org. So that's it from me today. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, twice daily, minimum of 4 months. I'll be watching you, and I will of course see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone.